Hi everybody, welcome to the Cal U Weather Center. I'm Dewey Sleet, and today we're going to learn about tornadoes. So first we have to ask ourselves, what is a tornado? A tornado is a violent rotating column of air. In every storm there's a lot of wind that's moving around, and if that wind starts to get some rotation to it, that's whenever you make a tornado. Also, it's important to know that a tornado will only extend from a thunderstorm to the ground. If it doesn't reach the ground, then it's not a tornado. Also, in the United States, there are over 1,000 tornadoes every single year, and they happen in every single state. But some states see more than others. In the center of the United States, there's a place called Tornado Alley, and this area sees the most tornadoes every year. It extends from Texas all the way through Oklahoma up into the Dakotas. So now that we know a little bit about what a tornado is, what makes a tornado so dangerous? First, it's the rainfall. Most storms have rain, and if you get enough of it, you might have to worry about flooding. Also, you have to think about lightning and strong winds. These strong winds not only create the tornado, but might blow stuff around that's at the surface. And that stuff that's blowing around is called debris. In addition, you have to worry about hail. But you may be wondering, what is hail? In most storms, there's precipitation that falls from the sky in the form of rain. But if that rain gets stuck in the clouds and cools down enough, it will freeze into ice. And when that ice falls from the sky, it falls as hail. So now that we know some more about tornadoes, let's take a look at what you need in order to make a tornado. You need both warm and cold air. You need both of these mixing together in order to form the tornado. And you also need moist and dry air as well. And most importantly, like I've said before, you need strong wind speeds and good rotation to mix up the air to make the tornado. Now that we know about tornadoes, I'm going to tell you how you can protect yourself in case one is coming your way. If you're in your house or a different building, you want to go to the basement or the lowest part of that building, or the most internal room of that house. That way you stay away from windows that may be broken and different stuff and debris that's flying around. However, if you're not inside, say you're outside in your car, you want to actually get out of your car and find a ditch that you can crawl into. This may sound a little strange, but just like if you're inside and you want to go to the lowest part, if you're outside, you also want to find that lowest spot that you can hide from flying debris going on because of those strong winds. Also, after the storm, if any power lines have been blown over, you want to stay away from them. There's a lot of strong electrical power with them, and you want to protect yourself from all those dangers. So now that you know about tornadoes, I'm going to show you guys how you can make your own and keep it inside your house. All you need is a little bit of pop. As you can see from our model here, we have 2 pop bottles that we emptied. Then we filled one with a little bit of water. And you can add a little bit of food coloring, or in my case, I added glitter. That way you can see the tornado better once you make it. Then you put the empty one on top of the other and tape it together real tight so that way they're connected. Now you're ready to make your tornado. What you want to do is flip it over and spin it. Then the tornado is made. You can see that water spinning around, creating that tornado effect, and that glitter inside is showing what kind of debris would be flying around if this tornado was outside. Then it drains down and you can do it all over again. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm Dewey Sleet. I hope you had a lot of fun. Bye!